Francesco, Cristina, and a guy in Italy called Dario Andre, that worked remotely. He's a backend developer. So in our previous hackathon, Coinbase BitHack, we did a Bitcoin wallet for Android, and we thought about doing a desktop version of it. So we did, because this is an NXT based hackathon, we did a NXT wallet, desktop wallet, and it also works, like there's a fork that supports Bitcoin also, but this is the NXT version. So an NFC tag is like this, or can be a key fob or a card, plastic card, and contains a chip that basically stores some data. And yeah, this is the mock-up of the app. Later I'll show you the live version. And you can see like when it boots, it connects to the local. This is for running on like Linux box or Mac OS X, but mostly for servers that can be in servers, or like desktops can be installed in shops or cars, or like even smaller IoT devices like Intel Edison. And when it boots up, it connects to the NXT server. It gets an account and a public key, and then never, like, it stores the private key on the server. Never asks or communicates the private key. And when you approach an NFC tag, this this icon will light up, and there is also a receive screen. Yeah, this is when NFC tag is detected. So when it's approached to the sensor, go to the. For example, this is the sense screen. So yeah, simple send, and basically when a tag is found and it's empty, you get to the send screen, and then you can send funds to the NFC tag. And when a full NFC tag is detected, instead you can sweep it and put it into the wallet. Like, for example, if there's a car that you have to pay because you want to ride from this point to that, then you tap the card, the NFC card, and then or it can be loyalty points scheme or things like that. And also they can be embedded into physical object if they are not so big, not so tight, and you can embed the NFC tags into almost everything. Let's do 3D printing. Connect. Show where we reached, because we didn't finish, we didn't implement the mockup, but we made the desktop version. And so yes, right now it's. So this is the desktop version. It's an app, as you can see. We did it using Electron. That is a way to embed JavaScript apps into desktop applications. But right now I'm showing the browser, the version in the browser. So yeah, you have a balance, the amount in dollars, but there are other exchange rates. And yeah, these are the identifier for the public key. And let's try to send, for example, I don't know, 100 to an address, and it says payment sent. It should appear. This is the same wallet, just that's the client, so that should work in a bit. And then if I take the NFC tag and I place it on the this is a standard USB NFC reader that works on any computer that has Linux or OS X. And the C libraries are libNFC and libFreeFairTag. So yeah, this is temporary because we didn't have that time. So if I approach to the tag, and then in this case I have to manually click read NFC. So this tag will contain 10 NXT that have been transferred to the wallet, and they should appear in some time. Before I did the send, and it appeared. This is touchscreen.
Yep.
Cool. So yeah, that's it. That's it. It's the source has been already published into GitHub. It's github.com/makevoid/NFC desktop wallet. It supports both Bitcoin and NXT. There are two versions in the app. Yeah, the BTC client and NXT client. You just need to swap the configuration.
So that's already NFC enabled, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, but it's very basic. I mean, you could do, for example, payment requests. You could do many other things like, for example, in Bitcoin, you could do BIP38, so password protected wallets, and no, many more.
You could do loyalty tokens.
Loyalty tag. Also, you could use, for example, the not tokens, but monetary system.
So as long as you've got an NFC enabled sticker or something like that, you can put it on anything.
Yeah, also phones have active NFC, so
Separable.
yeah. And I was going to show you. Yeah, this was the BitNFC project. So this is Dario, the other developer that worked on the project. And
Do you know who the biggest customer
yeah,
for
that's
this
it.
is? No.
That's it.
Yeah.
Do you want to add something?
Who the biggest customer for this is?
If you have questions.
Yes, please. So, in which context would I use these chips? These because I have one on me. So, when would I use one of these?
Okay, so right now, this, for example, I loaded them with BTC, with Bitcoin before, and I use mostly to give it to friends or other people that basically for adoption, because not many people know cryptocurrency, and when I approach them and say, yeah, you know, there's this Bitcoin thing or this cryptocurrency thing, but they usually don't want to install an app or something, and in the NFC tag there's also some space left to put an URL, so you can put the URL of the app, so that they just in their home screen of the phone they can just tap it, and then it will bring up the URL, and they will download the app.
So to summarize,
they can use it.
I can pay using this.
But
using
yes,
the amount.
Basically, if shops will install NXT NFC wallet, like the desktop wallet, they can
so
get
it's like
money.
a Bitcoin.
It's a
card.
Yeah, but
it's a virtual POS.
Yeah, but you have to scan it before. You have to remember what's in the tag.
Of course.
So because it's not like a QR code that you can see which priority, for example. But uses.
Yeah,
other
sorry.
users
So
can be-
NXT contactless
NXT
card.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah, any currency.
What
any
you're saying
currency,
is
any
it's
currency.
contactless. So it depends on the wallet.
Yeah, and these are like 30p each. So I think if you, that's a consumer price, but if you get like bulk, it's even
So-
lower.
Does the tag map to a specific?
It's when you buy it, it's empty, so
Yeah.
you can put every string of text or bytes
Yeah,
on
but
it.
I'm asking in your application.
In my application,
The way you've implemented
yeah,
it.
that's
When
only a
if
private
I
key
were to-
saved.
Sorry.
You
That's when
only a
your
private
private-
key gets saved. Then.
Okay.
So
So if I go into a merchant and they've got the next NFC wallet, the wallet's deciding the function. So the wallet's deciding deposit or withdrawal.
yeah, right now how it's implemented, both the mobile one for Bitcoin and this NXT for desktop, when it finds a full tag, tries to asks to sweep, and when it finds a blank
That's
one,
the way your software is written. Yeah.
because
But
for
the
the
wallet
hackathons
itself
was
can decide the amount. For example, the client. Yeah.
we talked about just a partial send, but the problem is that who scans the tag then knows the private key.
Well, that's where I was
So,
going, yeah. that's
so
where you
another
go
option
for
would
sweep.
be to have all encrypted tags, so with 38 tags. So you scan it with your phone, and then just leave the amount you need to pay, and then put them back. But we thought the easier solution would be just to sweep and rewrite
So if
a
it
new,
says one BTC,
a new private
if
key.
it says 100 next on the coin,
Yeah.
that's what you have in it. And once you swiped it, you then have to go and reload
Yeah,
it.
or you could, for example, save both the address and the private key, and then when you are, but like BIP38, so password encrypted, password protected. So when you give to the merchant, he can see how much is in the tag, and then you give them the password
Yeah,
afterwards.
So if you plug this into an Excel banking platform,
Yeah.
it can do that. It'll
I like the simplicity. It's a coin, hand it,
Yeah.
use it.
It's
Yeah,
also-
especially
yeah,
It's
it's
good
good
for
for
confuse a
for a
coin
loyalty
with a
program.
card.
It's good
Yeah.
because you've got distribution.
Yeah.
And,
Finite.
so when you reload it, then
Yeah.
you
You can have
generate
You generate new private
you
key.
generate new private
Some
keys.
of the tags.
Some good advertising here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's no Bitcoin logo. There's no NXT logo.
Yeah.
So
We need to
only
get
Bitcoin.
some plastic NXT coins.
But
Stand up.
there's a
Yeah.
tag in each of it. Almost.
Anybody want to look?
No, you can take it.
Any questions? Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.